25 minutes past 7. Now back to the topic of chronic pain. There's many out there suffering in silence, but it doesn't have to be so. The Long-Term Care Association runs a monthly chronic pain support group. People meet to share stories and learn coping mechanisms. The CBC's Beth McDonnell spoke with some of these people at the support group.
My name is Marie Stanley, and I was diagnosed with RSD. It's been since 2003. Actually, I was working full-time. I had a bunion on my foot, went to have surgery, had the bunion removed, and everything changed.
What does RSD stand for?
Reflex sympathetic dystrophy, or it could be called chronic regional pain syndrome. It affects my nervous system, so after the surgery, I couldn't walk. I was totally bedridden.
From a bunion?
From a bunion.
Give me a sense of how your life was before the operation and the lifestyle changes you had to make once you came out of that hospital.
Before the operation, I was a mother of two, so they had all their activities, so I'd go to work. I'd work 40, 50 hours a week, take my children to all these activities. We were always on the go. If I slept 5 hours a night, that was it. I'm a busy mom, just like every other busy mom. After the surgery, nothing. I couldn't do anything. I had to learn to do it all again with the help of my children and my husband, and my life is totally different. I'm at a slower pace. I have to plan everything, plan how long I'm going to be there, what way I'm going to dress, what I'm going to wear, because I'm always cold. I can never get warm, so it's...
You're wearing your winter coat now?
Usually I have my hat, my winter coat, my boots. I'm always dressed in layers so that I can stay warm, but...
It's been more than 10 years since the operation. How is your pain now?
It's the same. It gets worse sometimes, but I have better ways to cope with it. Like with me, music. Music is my thing. Music is what calms me down. It sets my mood. So with me, I always have my iPod in, or my earplugs, or my music on, and that's what works with me, is music.
What does it feel like?
My pain? Bee stings. It's it's burning. Always burning and hot. If you feel me, my fingertips are cold.
Yep.
But I'm sweating, like I'm running a marathon.
You mentioned your husband and kids. How understanding have they been?
At first, with my daughter, she was just 2 when this happened. So it was difficult on her because she tends to baby me now, even though she's 18. And same with my husband, he tends to baby me, which I don't want to be babied. I'm the same as I was, but that's how they looked at it. I got to protect my mom and my wife. I had to think sometimes too, I let my daughter see, what's hard for me is I let her see me be weak. And that's not something that a mom wants to,
That part is hard for you.
Very hard. But she's a very strong person now. And she's even stronger than I am. And she has my worries of her seeing me like that and not being so strong. She's proved to me that I didn't have to feel that way. She's totally amazing, and so it's a good thing.
And you're obviously very proud of her.
I am very proud because that's something that a mom wants to teach her, especially their daughters, because she has a lot of responsibility. She has to work. She has to have a family. She has to keep everything together, because that's what I think a woman does do with her family. And I'm just so proud of her because she's done so well with what I've had to go through, and she had to help me with being only 2 years old. She inspires me a lot.
What has coming to the support group done to help manage your pain?
Actually, with the support group, what I had to do was change my way of thinking, because my way was there's nothing impossible. You can do anything if you set your mind to it. But when you have chronic pain, it makes things a little bit more difficult. I still feel I can do anything if I set my mind to it. It's just I have to lay it out in a different way so I can reach the goal that I want to. It's not that I can't, I have to do it differently.
Marie Stanley suffers from chronic pain. Here's Nancy. Chronic pain.